Hello then, and welcome to Round 4's MotoGP Fantasy Preview Live. This time it's for the Portuguese GP. Yes, that's right. We're heading to Portimao, the roller coaster, this weekend, and all the action kicks off tomorrow. And there's going to be plenty of that too. There's already been action, in fact. There was a Portuguese parade there for Miguel Oliveira late last night, later on in the evening, where he was joined by thousands of his fans as they rode from Portimao Centre to the Portimao circuit, and even did a lap of it as well. It was a good one to watch. Make sure you go watch it on the MotoGP YouTube channel after this one. But for this week then, Portimao, there's already been 3 race winners this year. And in Portimao, the 3 times we've been there, there's been 3 different winners there as well. And coming into this week, we have a very special guest in Alex Rins, and he particularly is a person that is on fire. So what we're actually going to do for you viewers on Twitch, we're actually going to ask you, there should be a poll popping up momentarily, who will win the Portuguese GP? And the picks are Enea Bastianini, Alex Rins, Miguel Oliveira, Fabio Quartararo, or if there's another that you think could win this weekend, make sure you comment it in the chat below. But for now, let's introduce our special guest, Alex Rins. Suzuki's Alex Rins. Hi, Alex, coming to us live from the Portimao circuit. How are you? Good to see you.
Good, thank you. I'm really good. Really excited to start the weekend here in Portimao. So yeah, good, really good.
And of course, Alex, you're going quite well at the moment. You've had a very positive start to the year. Of course, 2 podiums in a row so far. This weekend, could you make it a 3rd one in a row?
Well, thank you for the pressure, Jack. I will try. I would like to do it, but there are riders quite fast here. Also, the bikes are going all the bikes so close. So let's see. I would like to do it. I will give my 100% for sure.
No, we know that exactly. We know we've seen past your potential at this circuit for sure, but Portimao is quite a tricky circuit as well, Alex. So, kind of, what's some of the things that stand out in Portimao as a unique challenge for this place? Is it the elevation, or how much you have to kind of climb over the bike on the direction changes? It's a very difficult track.
Yeah, well, first of all, you need to be at 100% fit because, as you say, this track has a lot of elevation, a lot of uphills and downhills. So you need to be fit. You need to have like a lot of power on your body, and try to don't do a lot of mistakes. This track, the first corner, it's a downhill corner, really hard braking. So usually it's a bit easy to do some mistakes there and go a little bit wide. So you need to try to be on the line because later there are places to overtake, but not many. Okay, so you need to be on the line and trying to be focused.
Yeah, no doubt, I imagine. And well, I'm sure that you'll find a few overtaking places throughout this weekend. But as we come to this weekend, then, Alex, obviously, you know that you're here to look at our MotoGP fantasy team that we've had going since the start of this year. So we'll bring it up on screen for you now. And this is the state of play at the moment. Obviously, you can see there straight away that we've got the 2 Espargaro brothers, Aleix and Paul, and also
Hmm.
joined alongside Paul is his teammate Marc Marquez, and then the championship leader at the moment, Enea Bastianini, as well. 4 strong riders, Alex. Of course, you've had battles with them all on some point, I'm sure. And also we see Aprilia there as well. But looking at it, there's also, you're not in the team at the moment, so I imagine that's something that you might want to change.
Yeah, you imagine you imagine well. So yeah, we don't have like a lot of salary, no,
Yeah.
to do it.
So essentially,
But
Alex, what
okay.
we have at the moment is we have 500,000 left of our salary. So we can see that on the screen there. And our team value
Mhm.
is 14.8 million. So really, if we wanted to make 2 changes, we can't, we're going to struggle to get some really, really big top riders that are high up in the price at the moment, but we can certainly get some
Mhm.
very good riders indeed. So if we look along at 500,000, is there anyone in this lineup that you think, okay, I might trade them out for someone else?
I will try to. I want to put it myself, so I will.
Okay.
I
So
will
let's have a
move
look at your
Mark
price. If you look at your price, Alex, you're
3.4.
actually a rider on fire at the moment as well, courtesy
We
of
are on
those 2
fire.
podiums. So
Let's try
see
to
if we
keep
can keep the
this fire
momentum.
after Portimao. Eh?
Exactly. So 3.4 million. So actually, that can work quite well if you wanted to change. Obviously, we have Aleix at 3.2, Marc Marquez at 3 million, Paul at 2.4, who's a little bit cheaper, and Anaya at 3.2 as well. So if you were to bring yourself in, who do you think you would trade yourself for in this current lineup?
I will do it with Mark.
Okay, so let's try and take Mark out. So if we remove Mark and we bring in yourself here, we're going to confirm that trade,
Yeah.
and then that only leaves us then with 100,000 of salary to play with. So it's quite a fine margin at the moment. So if we looked along as to who we have, if we were to remove Aleix, it would then give us 3.3 million to play with, along with the extra 100,000. 2.4 million for Paul would then give us 2.5 million to play with, and Enea Bastianini would be the same as Aleix with 3.3 million to play with. So if we go down and find some riders that are 3.3 million or less, obviously we have Enea and yourself now. But Jack Miller is at 3 million. Your teammate Johan is a little bit too expensive at 4.3. But there's other guys like
Mhm.
Jorge Martin. Pecco would be too expensive now. Maverick Vinales is 2.7. Who else? Johan Zarco is just on that bubble of 3.3 million. So there's quite a few names there that you could possibly go for if you wanted to.
We don't have many options, eh?
No, we don't. We're a little bit limited. So,
Because if I want to put, Pecco did it quite great last race here, but we
hmm
don't arrive, right?
no, we wouldn't have enough for Pecco. We would just come short. If you did want to
Okay.
have Pecco in there as well as yourself, you could revert the change you've already made and we could try to work you both in, but that's up to you.
No, no, no. I will keep myself. I have faith in me, Jack.
I think a lot of people do at the moment, Alex. You're going very well.
So, who we can put? We can put Miller.
Yes, we can put Miller, who was on the
We can
podium
put
here at the end of
Miller.
last year.
He was on the podium, yeah.
hmm
But the Aprilia is
Was
working quite good, eh?
it is working
With
quite well. Yeah.
Maverick or Aleix. Also Martin is quite
hmm
fast here.
And then there's also
But
Johan Zarco.
there is Zarco also.
Or maybe you'd want to go for home hero Oliveira this weekend. Of course, won here back in 2020.
Oliveira for sure will be fast.
hmm
Also, one rider that is quite fast here that last year finished fourth is Alex Marquez. Can
Yes.
be can be a
Where
can
is
be a good
Alex?
choice also. Eh? He
At the
he
moment,
likes he
Alex
likes a
is
lot this track.
he's quite cheap at the moment with 1.6 million. So really, it's up
Okay,
to
yeah,
you,
let's
Alex. And the other
let's
thing is, you can also leave it if you're unsure.
let's switch Aleix for, because if we move Paul for Jack, we don't have money, right?
No, we would need 500,000 more for Jack because Jack
Yeah.
is 3 million. So
So let's switch Aleix for Jack.
okay, let's go for that. So Aleix, winner from Argentina, is out for Jack Miller, who on the podium here last year and on the podium last time out as well. So now the other thing, Alex, as well is obviously you understand we have gold riders who score 100% points and then silver riders that score 50% points. And you can change the order of these as to which order you want. So at the moment, this could be quite a good setup. You have yourself in as a gold rider to score 100% points, rider on fire as well. And you have Jack Miller as well, who was on the podium here last time. But then you do have championship leader Enea Bastianini in your silver riders. So it's up to you whether you think it's worth swapping Jack or yourself for Enea. And I don't think you're going to swap yourself.
No, I will leave it like this.
Yeah? Okay.
I, I,
Okay.
I will leave it like this, yes. Yes, because Jack is quite fast here. So I will leave it like this.
Okay,
What do
so
you
let's
think?
leave the
What do you
team. I
think?
think it's quite good. Yeah, very good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the team could go very well indeed. I was actually looking at Jack to bring him in for this weekend for my own fantasy team. So there you go. There's a little bit of insight. So really, then, if we're coming to this weekend, Alex, of course, you've not had, uh, well, you've had some bad luck in Portimao. Let's say that. Of course, you've run strongly here before, but some misfortune has seen you not pick up the results here. Um, so this weekend, obviously, you're on form yourself. The Suzuki's are going very well, as you say. The Aprilias are going well. Then Jack's good here. The Ducatis are generally good here. If there's kind of three names that you were to choose for standing on the podium on Sunday, I know it's very difficult to choose three names, but who are those people that you're going to be looking for?
Well, one of them will be Quartararo.
Hmm.
Quartararo is quite fast here. Last year he was struggling a little bit, but in the first race of Europe, I think, or this first race in last year because we did it too. I was fighting with him for the first and second position. Then I crash and he gets the victory, but we were riding so fast in a lap time record. So Fabio will be one of them. I will try to put myself also
Hmm.
in the podium. And then, as you said, everybody is going super fast. The rivalry is getting higher and higher. Everything is super close. Joan is one of the riders that is riding fast, but also Bagnaia, Miller. I don't know. Mark, let's see how is Mark, but I think
Yep.
he's in a good shape also.
Well, it's going to
I
be a
don't
big
know.
weekend for sure. I mean, Suzuki's you're certainly lining up and using the newfound horsepower very well, using it to your advantage. As you say, the Ducatis are going well. Pecco obviously won the last race here. And Mark as well. It's quite a big weekend for Mark as it's 1 year since he made his return, essentially. So
Yeah.
a big track to come back to for Mark, and he had quite a good ride there, even on his return last year. What I wanted to ask you about, Alex, is obviously you've been a MotoGP rookie, but in your rookie season, you didn't have to tackle Portimao. If there was any advice for the rookies for this year when they come to Portimao for the first time, what would that piece of advice be?
Well, my advice for the rookies one as Bezecchi, Fernandez, Garner, Di Gian Antonio will be
And Darren Binder.
take and Binder take strong the handlebar because this track is quite demanding. Quite there are a couple of bumps also, but the up and downhill is really amazing, no? So yeah, I think they will enjoy.
Yeah, I'm sure they will. From the outside, it looks like an amazing track to ride, so I can imagine on the bike, it certainly is as well. Well, Alex, well, thank you very much for coming on for this MotoGP Fantasy Preview Live and choosing your team. Of course, last time it was actually Max Biaggi that chose the team, and this time it's you, Alex Rins, choosing the team. So hopefully we'll see it score some big points this weekend, and good luck to yourself as well, Alex.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Bye, guys.
Thank you, Alex. Good luck and enjoy. So then that is it for the MotoGP Fantasy Preview Live. Before we drop you off, we'll quickly just take one final look at Alex's team as well. Of course, as you can see there, it's Jack Miller and Alex Rins in the Gold Riders. No real surprise to see Alex draft himself in. Aprilia remains because we didn't unfortunately have the money to bring in Suzuki. We'll actually just quickly show you the prices for the constructors. Suzuki right now are the most expensive constructor by far, 3.9 million. So that goes to show the form that those two boys in blue are on at the moment. And then Paul Espargaro and Nea Bassanini, certainly two very good choices indeed. Of course, Paul has been quick everywhere this year, and Nea leading the championship also been quick in most places too. Now, we asked you earlier on in the live if you were watching along on Twitch, then we were going to ask you for some poll results. And I can now tell you that what you think will win the Portuguese GP this weekend. 33% of you went with Quartararo, so certainly an interesting choice there. Of course, he won the first race in Portimao last season. 26% going for Bastianini, and 23% you going for home hero Oliveira. Hopefully, his 2021 Portimao form can return to what it was like in 2020. So for MotoGP Fantasy, then that is pretty much it. We'll quickly just drop on back to the MotoGP Fantasy website, and we'll tell you that if you aren't signed up to MotoGP Fantasy, please do head to fantasy.motogp.com and sign up. You can create your team here once you input all your data. You can join your leagues if you go to the leagues tab at the top of the web page, and you can see here all the leagues that you can create and also make your own ones as well. Head across to the Stats Center. This is the place that's really going to help you out to figure out who you need to be putting in to your MotoGP fantasy team and who could be a good option for the next couple of races, or just the next race indeed. And really, that's where you want to be going, because these are the prizes you'll be fighting for. The season competition prizes, of course, if you've been playing along since the start of the year. As you can see there, a lovely helmet, a laptop, and a fantastic watch too. But there's also weekly competition prizes as well, with 2 tickets to a GP for next season. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? So that is going to be it then. We'll quickly say goodbye to you, and thank you very much for watching along in this one. Portimao is up this weekend, round 4 of the MotoGP World Championship. We've already had 3 different winners and 10 different podium finishes. The numbers really are starting to rack up already. Make sure you tune in this weekend, and as I say goodbye, we'll leave you one final look at Alex Rins' fantasy team.